Good part of the day, my dear friends, my dear digital friends. I want to say a big good evening to all of you, no matter what country you're in. Okay, today, I forgot to turn on the light, but it's actually fine. You can see me, right? Let me turn the light on. I forgot. Okay. I think it's better light like this. Okay, so let's begin today's live. My name is Anna Deeter, and today is a very important day. Today is, they call it in astrology, they call this day as the beginning of the new creation. The beginning of the new creation. So it is Sunday, November 22nd. It's 20 o'clock, like 8 o'clock at night. And it is, what do we have today? Yeah, it's 8 o'clock p.m. So it is a very important day. And of course, the year is 2020. So as you see, like number 2 and 0, they are everywhere. It's a very special day today. And this is why. Today, my mentor and a brilliant independent scientist, academic Raman Sneshko, or Professor Raman Sneshko, has made a big announcement today. And instead of just telling you about it, I have made a decision to simply grab like several devices I have and simply let you hear him speak, and he will be speaking, and I will simply be translating his announcement today, because it's a very big announcement. It's the information that if you stutter, stammer, or clutter, you do not know about it. You have never heard about it. So today is the day when you will hear about it and you will be shocked. Today I will reveal the biggest stuttering secret. You will learn what is stuttering in reality and why you struggle for years and why you cannot get rid of it without someone else's help. You will learn it today. So I still don't have people joining me. So it's Sunday. I guess people are busy going places today, but I am still gonna go through this exercise. I would like to translate the video, the live video that I heard today from my mentor. Okay, I watched it and I thought, you know what? It's only the translation that divides you, doesn't allow you to get this information today. But before we begin, I would like to bring up, hi Jen Ogen 98, thank you for joining. Thank you. Today I will be talking about the biggest secret about stuttering, something that millions of people on the planet, people who stutter, stammer, clutter, or have difficulty or fears of speaking, they're not aware of that. This is a breakthrough, revolutionary information that I am about to start sharing. So if you are a person who stutters, stammers, clutters, as I said, or just a person who is shy to speak in public, you gotta hang around, stick around, and you will learn a lot today. And I will not even encourage asking questions yet. If you do have questions, you can ask. Of course, you can type your questions in, and I will answer your questions later on. But right now, I'm going to begin focusing on simply translating of this amazing revolutionary message that I want English-speaking people become aware of. It's the biggest secret about stuttering and about normal speech. So, but before I bring it out to your attention, see, I prepared, the video is on my phone. I'm even using my iPad today, not my iPhone for doing the live video. So before I begin doing this, I would like to bring the concept and to explain the concept that is very, very important to understand. And honestly, even I didn't know this up until a couple of days ago. I've heard people were using this word, but I didn't understand it myself, what it really was. This is why I decided I'm going to begin this presentation with introduction. Thank you for waving to me, Jen. Again, 98. Could you please write to me what country you're from? I'm from United States of America, the state of Florida, Miami area. So this is why I'm saying it's 8 o'clock p.m. my time right now. Okay, so let me explain this concept to you. Have you ever heard the word egregor? In Russian, they say egregor, egregor. In English, they say egregor. Have you ever heard this word? I have not. I mean, I've heard the word, but I never understood the meaning of it. This is why I would like to begin introducing you this little definition and how it relates to stuttering. Egregor. What is egregor? What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to share this information. Okay. I am sure. Okay, I don't know why it's not popping up on the screen. Oh, add to stream. Okay. I'm adding it to my YouTube viewers and Facebook viewers, and I want to show it to you right here. Okay. It's right here. And I guess you're going to see it as I'm going to be sharing my screen. Let me switch the screen. Okay, here we go. Okay, I hope you guys can see. I just put the message in my mailbox because I don't know how else to share it with you. So this is a definition of the egregor given by Wikipedia. It's very important to understand if you are a person who stutters, stammers, or has fear of public speaking. So egregor is an occult concept representing a distinct non-physical entity that arises from a collective group of people. Why this is so important, and I'm going to explain it again. Egregor is a non-physical, Wikipedia doesn't give the word evil, but I want to add the word evil. Egregor is a non-physical evil entity. Evil. We're not talking about something that exists on the physical level. It's a non-physical, evil, really bad entity. And it arises from a collective group of people, collective. So if we are talking about, for example, stuttering, again, stuttering is a collective group of people. It's a group of people. They say 2% of the human's population stutter today, right? So it's a large group of people. And all of them feed this non-physical, bad, evil entity called egregor. It's people who believe that stuttering is some kind of a sickness, some kind of a medical problem, and it needs to be treated, it needs to be cured. So they believe that stuttering is a sickness, incurable sickness. And by believing that, these people, a collective group of people, feed this evil entity at the fine matter level. It's not at the physical level. It's an energetical evil entity called egregor. The concept of egregor has referred to a psychic manifestation or thought form occurring when any group shares a common motivation. I'm going to show to you where I'm reading right now. I'm reading this. The concept of egregor has referred to a psychic manifestation. Remember, I told you, I just read that it's a non-physical entity. It's energetic entity. Okay. Excuse me, mother, how problem stuttering today? Okay, Jen, again, you probably do not understand English language. It's hard for you to understand what I'm talking about. But what I am talking about is about stuttering and how to solve it in almost no time. Just hang out here and do your best to understand what I am saying. Okay, Jen, again. I'm talking about very important part that you do not know about, but this is the reason that you stutter. Okay, that you have been struggling with stuttering. So because you are feeding this egregor, I know you don't know this word. I also didn't know it a few days ago. Okay. So, but this guy, egregor, is the energy, the evil energy, the evil entity. It's a thought form. It occurs when a group of people shares a common motivation. It's a bad motivation. And this common motivation being made of and influencing the thoughts of the group. So this egregor, called stuttering sickness, is made up of and influencing the thoughts of the whole group. Millions of people who stutter. Excuse mother, do you translate language Indonesian? No, I translate from Russian and from English. I know only two languages, English and Russian. And I do recommend, Jen Ogan, you ask someone to translate, someone who knows English, ask someone to translate what I'm talking about today, because this is extremely important. Okay? Hi, Beach What? 129, thank you so much for joining. So now I'm not gonna get distracted. I will continue. I am just explaining to you the concept of so-called egregor, which is an occult concept. Occult. It's like a cult, like sect. Okay? It's a non-physical entity that arises from a collective group of people. It's a thought form occurring when any group shares a common motivation, which is made up of and influencing the thoughts of the group. The relationship between the egregor of stuttering sickness and the group of stutterers has been compared to the more recent non-occult concept of the corporation. This is what I'm going to talk about today. You need to understand why you stutter, because a lot of people who stutter have this feeling. They feel that something is holding them, literally. This is why they cannot speak. You are not paranoid, guys. This is really the case. You are being held back by this evil entity, non-physical entity called egregor. It's an energy, a really bad energy. And when you believe that you are sick with an incurable stuttering illness, sickness, that you have a stuttering disability, you are feeding this egregor, and you can never leave stuttering, the planet of stuttering, never. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the definition, okay, of the one that I was showing to you. And now I'm going to share the screen, and I will be showing to you the picture that I have just uploaded to Instagram. Okay, this is a big, big picture. Okay, let me make it in the way so I could show it to you guys. I'm going to show you the picture, okay? And you can look at it right now because it has a lot to do with what I am talking about. Right now, you see the picture, it shows two things, two parts. On the top of this image, you see one of my students. This is the image of my real student. On top, he's still stuttering, and he is still believing that he is sick with a stuttering, incurable stuttering sickness. He believes that he needs to be cured. He believes that this is something he is born with. He believes he needs to go and cure or get treatments and so on. And by believing in this stuttering disability, he is still feeding this guy sitting in the corner on the top. You see this evil? This is, of course, I have created an image of it, but this is reality. When you believe in stuttering disability, you are feeding this egregor. This is the picture of egregor right here. This is the picture of egregor, the one who is sucking your energy, the one who is taking the human soul out of you. Okay? It's because you are misinformed. You don't know that you stutter because you believe that you are sick. This is why you stutter. And below on this picture, you simply see the same student, but now he is aware. He becomes skillful, okay? And the skillful one believes in raising his mastery, developing a skill, learning to do it better, better, and better. The person above was misinformed. He was ignorant. He didn't know. This is why he could not get rid of this evil entity. He kept feeding it. Okay, he couldn't get rid of stuttering. The person below, you see his smile. He is now free. He doesn't believe in some other outside entity that can control him. He's not fearful. He's not afraid that, oh, stuttering is gonna come back. He's not afraid of it because he is now aware. So today we are going to talk about it. This is the biggest secret that you have never known before. Okay, so I'm going to read this picture again. It says, a misinformed believes in stuttering disability. A skillful one believes in raising his mastery. I didn't put the word his. but in raising mastery. Okay, so now you guys are ready. Let me see if there are any questions I have on. I have to take, I mean, if you want, go and join my YouTube, then you're going to see all the images. It's really not easy for me to transmit the images that I show today on YouTube. I do recommend, guys, you join my YouTube channel. This is where all the information is being shared. Okay, so I'm going to remove this image. Actually, I don't have to remove. You know what? I don't have to remove it here. Let me see, stop screening. Now share screen, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to just make it smaller. Okay, here we go, share. Okay, bear with me, guys. It's a lot of buttons to push for me. Okay. No, not this one, this one. Okay, so the picture is still going to be here for those who join me on on YouTube. So let's begin. As I said, and I'm going to take my glasses off. Don't ask me to read questions. Thank you so much, Nish Karsh. Oh, I saw it actually, because I'm using my iPad today. Thank you so much for joining. So here is the video of my mentor. You can see it, right? The way I'm going to handle this, how I'm going to do it. I guess like this. Yes, like this. I'm going to sit down like this so you could see it and people on YouTube and Facebook could see it. Okay. So you can see this is Mr. Academic Professor Raman Sneshko. And this is the video. He also demonstrates the same image that I created, but it's of course in Russian. So I will be listening to what he's saying and translating. Sometimes I will have to stop it because I'm not a professional interpreter. I may need a little time, but just bear with me. I will begin translating this message because it's a mind-blowing. It's totally different from anything you've ever heard in your life. Okay, so let's begin. So here is Mr. Snezhko, and he is going to begin his speech right now. Is it going on? Oh, it's not. Okay. So he's going to say, hello, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me when he is speaking. I'm just afraid that because he's going to be speaking, you won't be able to hear my translation. Hopefully you will. Okay, so let's begin. No? Good evening. Greetings, everyone on my channel. Today, we will talk about stuttering and how deep the rabbit hole is, the rabbit hole called stuttering sickness. Today, I will reveal the deepest secret of the iceberg that stutterers are being so fearful of. And this iceberg is an unknown stuttering sickness, unknown phenomenon that they call stuttering sickness, incurable sickness. It's in the whole energetic egregor. It's very powerful egregor. Millions, hundreds of millions souls of those who believe in this illusion called stuttering sickness. It's a huge hypnotic egregor, evil egregor. And a lot of people are linked, connected to this egregor. People who believe in the lie that stuttering is an illness, incurable illness. They are connected to this egregor. And I just explained, if you guys don't know what egregor is, because I didn't, I just explained it in the beginning of the video. I recommend you just scroll to the beginning and listen to what egregor is. All these people are falsely convinced that stuttering is a sickness. But in reality, it's not a sickness. What is my role in this big drama? My role is, my mission is to destroy this egregor, which is built on the stuttering sickness that doesn't exist. My goal is to give people a new faith, the faith in yourself, in your speech instrument that God gave to each of you, each human from birth. It's a gift of God. The ones who say that this instrument, speech instrument, can be sick, or that the speaking skill can become ill somehow, these people, they feed this egregor. They give the power, their power of their soul to this egregor. And what's the most harmful is, the most sad, the saddest part of it is that children at a very, very young age are also being plugged to feed this energetic egregor of stuttering illness. From birth, basically. These children may have parents who have been already plugged, had been plugged to this egregor before they even had those children. And what these parents have, what the egregor of what? Come on. This is egregor of fears, lack of willpower of a human, hopelessness, no belief in yourself, low self-confidence. It's egregor where hundreds people get together. These are people who actually attend all kinds of speech therapy sessions, speech clinics, go to different doctors, psychologists, neurologists. A lot of people are feeding this evil egregor. This is extremely important, guys. You may have a hard time understanding, but this is a person who is a spiritual leader, okay? He knows what he's talking about, okay? This is why I decided not to talk in my words, but translate exactly what he is saying, okay? Let me see if there are any people on YouTube. Yes, Shaib. Hello, morning. How are you? I'm good. So listen carefully what I'm talking about. I'm translating the message of the person who has discovered and designed the natural speaking norms, okay? And this is the biggest stuttering secret that he is revealing today, because today is a very important day. It's the day which is the beginning of new creation. And Mr. Snezhko is offering you a new faith today. He's offering you to stop believing in the incurable stuttering illness and instead begin believing in yourself, in your talents, in your potentials, in your brilliance. Believe in your strength to do anything you want to do on this planet. Unfortunately, in these places, in doctors' places, in various associations for stutterers, they gather people together for different events like stuttering associations. People get together and all they hear from morning to late evening, you are sick, you need to cure yourself, you need a treatment, you need to accept this is a disability, you are born with this disability. All day long you hear these lies, and these people who are sharing these lies, they are feeding the egregor, energetic evil egregor. Nobody understands what it is. That's what they say. Nobody knows what stuttering is, but you need to go to a speech therapist. Speech therapy may help. But once again, all speech therapists are also plugged into feeding this evil egregor. This egregor takes away your energy. You feed egregor with your energy at the fine matter level. Okay, I'm not going to comment. I will continue to just translate. Please bear with me. Nobody knows what stuttering is. But each word they tell you, it's like a prayer. It's a prayer to the evil entity, this demon that stole so many souls from this world and made so many people stop believing in themselves and their own talents and abilities. All these people, they are kind of eaten, taken over by this egregor incurable stuttering, but it's an illusion. It's a mass hypnosis, mass psychosis, which exists 200 years, for 200 years. And it was created by special forces. But we're not going to talk about it today. It's not that important. I'm going to just mention that those of you who have read my book, my free ebook, A Tale of Two Geniuses in Stuttering, talks a lot about it. Of course, I don't use the word egregor and energetic and evil and stuff like this, but it's written in a very simple way so you could understand. It's written like a fairy tale, a tale for people to understand what the problem is. Okay, what is this? What this energetic evil entity egregor is that is stealing your power to succeed in your life. Okay, let's continue. My mission is to demolish this energetic egregor and offer you a new faith in yourself, faith in your instrument, in the free mastery. It's your faith to believe in yourself that you can demolish this evil entity that is in possession of your mind today. You can do it. Only the one who will stop worshiping this evil entity, which is believing that stuttering is incurable illness, can stop stuttering. Because while you are still worshiping this evil entity, incurable stuttering, you will never be able to switch your attention. Your attention is there. And if you've listened to me before, you gotta understand we have one indivisible, focused beam of attention. And if you are focused on believing that you are sick with incurable sickness called stuttering, you will never ever get rid of it. You will always be focused on this egregor. And you will never be able to switch your attention to feeling your instrument. And you will never be able to use it accurately. You will never be able to play the melodies on this speech instrument accurately. You will not be able to be free from stuttering because you will always believe, oh, stuttering will come back. I don't have enough stuttering to speak. I don't have enough mastery to speak. All your internal fears are connected with your faith in the incurable stuttering sickness, and you're fearful of this. You don't know what it is, and you're fearful of this unknown. Today, I am revealing this biggest secret. It used to be a secret for you. It's the deepest psycho-energetic. Oh, it stopped. The connection. Psycho-energetic what? Psycho-energetic block, I guess that's what it is. It's called stuttering sickness. Because this is not a question, a medical question. Stuttering is not a medical question. Stuttering is not even the question of education. Stuttering is a question of your faith. It depends what exactly you believe in. Yeah, I just translated it. It's the question of a human's faith. Because your faith is the root of your will, the root of your soul. And if you believe in something that is fatal for you, then you believe it's incurable. There is nothing you can do about it. And you feed this energy again, the evil egregor. You feed this fatality of this energy. Still not going around and around. Come on. I don't know why. So you feed the ego, the evil egregor. Until you are doing it, you will never, ever get rid of the demon that you are feeding. It's your own energy. You are giving him your own energy. And any faith is your action, actual. So if you believe in something, then you're acting according to this faith. Oh, come on, I didn't anticipate this. You know what, guys, let me stop it for a second. I'm going to stop it, and I am going to switch. I'm going to turn off Wi-Fi. I'm going to get rid of Wi-Fi. Okay. Turn it off. Maybe it's going to be better. So I turned off Wi-Fi, and now I believe it's going to be easier. So your actions feed your faith, and faith feeds your actions. If you do not feed your belief in the demon, stuttering demon, then your faith, your demon becomes weaker. And all of a sudden you begin speaking better, you get rid of fears. And everyone has felt it once, at least. When you didn't remember about stuttering. You didn't even remember at that moment about stuttering. And at this moment, all of a sudden, you would begin speaking well, because you would forget about incurability of stuttering, and all of a sudden, you would begin speaking without mistakes. You would not feel any fears, you would just speaking, You wouldn't be any limited. But Unfortunately, this doesn't last too long. A human would recall that, oh, I'm sick with this stuttering illness, and in his heart again comes his fears, the head becomes confused, and a person again begins to stumble. And a person stops controlling him. He has the feeling that someone is holding him back. This is reality. This is how the evil egregor's entity works. This is how it works. It really holds you back. It really doesn't allow you to speak at this moment. When you remember about stuttering, you immediately cannot speak. This is how it works, because this is an evil entity called egregor, demonic entity. Stuttering is very powerful psychoenergetic egregor. And until you belong to this egregor, while you are believing in this egregor, because it's your faith that makes you belong to this group of people, kind of, and feed this energy. It's your faith. You believe that you are sick with stuttering, incurable, horrible sickness. And as long as you believe in it, guess what? You cannot get rid of stuttering. This is why, until you change your faith with the faith that I gave to you, I brought you a different faith. Faith in the master, skillful people, believing in your own skills and your instrument, not believing in some other help, in external help. You need to believe in your own speech instrument, because this speech instrument is built inside of your body. You have it from birth, just like all people on the planet. It's part of your body, it's part of you. Nobody but you has the right to use this instrument. Nobody but you can operate this instrument, but we also do not have the gift of using this instrument from birth, because humans are born in different language environment. This is why the words that we learn to play on our musical instrument, they are not programmed. They are not programmed within our speech instrument, because we may be born in different parts of the world where people speak different languages. Okay? For example, if African American is born somewhere around Caucasian people, or a white person is born at the territory of China, and from birth this person can hear only Chinese language. This is why we do not have it genetically programmed. We need to learn it. And children, when they're born not in their own, like, what's the word, ethnos? Ethnic, when they are not born within their own nationality, like today's world is completely mixed up, right? So, for example, if you are African American, but you are born in the country where nobody speaks like Nigerian language, for example, right? So you will be, of course, speaking language that you hear from birth. This is why the words that we play on our musical instrument called speech instrument, they are not programmed with us from birth. We need to learn them. And the older we become, the more words we learn. And he's repeating now. So if someone like African American is born in Russia, then he's going to begin speaking Russian language from birth. If Russian is born in China and will hear only Chinese speech, he will be speaking in pure Chinese language. So all the word melodies of this person will be only in the language that we hear. We learn to play the speech instrument, and it's exactly the same in each and every person on the planet. And of course, it cannot be sick. So here is a question he's asking: how do we feed the egregor called stuttering illness? We feed this egregor, evil egregor. How do we feed it? It's getting the energy, the power from the people who didn't have the opportunity. There was a barrier for them. They were prohibited, that's the word I was looking for, prohibited to learn to use their speech instrument in the natural way, in the way all people on the planet are learning to use it. So the some millions of people who were prohibited to learn to use this instrument accurately, those people beginning to feed this energetic egregor with this stuttering cure energy, stuttering sickness energy. Come on. So they did not learn to use their speech instrument accurately. They didn't learn how to use their instrument correctly, and they didn't learn words with the movements of their speech instrument. So basically this skill, the speaking skill, totally natural, normal speaking skill, was stolen from these people from their young age. Because, of course, children don't know yet. They don't know well how to use their speech instrument adequately. This is why it's very easy to steal their underdeveloped yet speaking skill. It's still underdeveloped. And that was the time in their young age where the egregor stole their speaking skills. Okay, stole their belief that they can do it. That's what happened. They convinced that a young child cannot use his speech instrument just like everyone else. And this fraudulent action, a lot of people were involved in it. And these people were people who believed that stutterers are sick with a stuttering sickness. So all kinds of people, all kinds of conventional even professionals who still believe that all people who stutter are sick, okay, and they need a cure. They are kind of like zombies. They've been programmed to believe this. This is not reality, but they still believe, and they are feeding this huge, huge, powerful, energetic egregor. It's like a cult. It's like a sect. This kind of people, they walk around and share the misinformation they believe. So they believe that, okay, this child is not like everyone else. They believe that stutterers are not like all other people. And they believe it, and they convince, they give this information to other people. Okay, I'm just checking if anyone is still listening, because this is not an easy information to digest. Okay, hi, ma'am, I'm from India. I know you're from India. Hi, Simeon. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. The information I am giving to you today is not easy to digest, guys, because this is the bottom line. It's the biggest stuttering secret on the planet. This secret has been hidden from you for almost 200 years. Okay, and today I am revealing it to you. Okay, hi. And even if you don't understand what I'm saying, bear with me, stay with me, because this is a revolutionary information. I'm talking about why you, people who stutter, can never get rid of stuttering until you stop believing that you are sick. Stop believing that you are incurably sick and you cannot do anything about it. This is a new faith that we, Etalon educators, are bringing to you today. This is the biggest, the most diligently hidden secret from you. And I am translating the live video that Mr. Snezhko has done today in Russian language, and I've decided I'm going to just translate it to you so I wouldn't mix up anything, because he is the one who is a spiritual leader. I'm not. I just am focused on speech and stuttering. This is my niche, but he is dealing with a lot of energetical problems in people, okay? Energy problems. So let's continue listening. So a person who stutters has been convinced from the very early age in the life. So you are sick. You cannot use your instrument just like all other people. You cannot speak like all other people. You will never be like all other people. You are special. They begin telling it to this young child like mantra. From morning to evening, you are sick, you are sick, you are sick, you are sick, you are special. And they do not develop his skills of using the speech instrument. They do not teach this young child how to use his tongue to produce words, to say words accurately, just like everyone on the planet. They don't teach it, unfortunately. Instead, this natural skill, they just push all kinds of artificial techniques of speaking. They are not natural, but they are pushing on this child. And these techniques completely destroy his natural speech, natural ability to speak. It's so, the speech of a stuttering child becomes so much distorted that as a child grows up and tries more, learns more and more artificial techniques, he becomes so confused and his speech becomes so destroyed that a person becomes fearful and ashamed to even use this horrible way of speaking. A child becomes just ashamed of speaking, and a child loses his power, desire to speak. Children are even afraid of hearing their own voice. It's a violence against humans. A child becomes handicapped because they are this egregor, this powerful, energetic egregor in the face of these people who are involved in this industry and who are feeding this energetic egregor. They are killing the will, the power of a young child who just is learning to use his speech instrument. He's just learning and naturally makes mistakes. There is nothing wrong with making mistakes when you are young, but they are taking away the will and the desire of this child. And a child grows up in this society of all these people who believe in stuttering sickness and stuttering cure. And of course, this child grows up and his psychic is already damaged. With no underdeveloped speaking skills, he constantly attempts to speak according to some stuttering techniques. And of course, he hears his speech and he's ashamed, embarrassed of his speech. He can hear that it's different from the speech of other people. And of course, it's a cult. It's like religion. Stuttering sickness is a faith. And the only way to demolish this, faith is to stop believing in this, instead begin believing in your own power, to be capable of learning to use your speech instrument in exactly the same way how all other people are using it. Nothing can overcome this powerful egregor but changing your belief to the truth. Raman says he's brought this truth. It's a new faith. Because destructive faith can be overcome only by the truthful faith. I am giving you the truthful faith. It's the faith in yourself and in your speech instrument. If you accept this faith and get rid of the faith in stuttering sickness, these people will get rid of stuttering and they will no longer feed this powerful egregor, and they will revive their own strength, their power, to direct their attention and power to feeling their speech instrument. And they will completely get rid of the fears of speaking. It's just like similar to how a master who can play any other musical instrument has learned to play a musical instrument. He doesn't have any fears. Once you have learned how to play, right here I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see, but here, yeah, on the picture you can see that here is a trumpet player. He has learned how to use his instrument and he doesn't have any fears of using this instrument because he knows how to do it and he is not afraid of using it. He believes in his mastery. Doesn't have any fear of using the instrument. He loves his instrument because the instrument allows him to play it and show to others his mastery. There is no one between a person and the musical instrument. Even the teacher who once taught the students to learn how to use this instrument, even the teacher, once the teacher has taught how to use this instrument accurately, correctly. Then the teacher goes away. Now the person is one-on-one with his own instrument. He's using it, he knows how to use it. Now it's about the mastery, increasing the mastery of how to use his speech instrument. But, okay, he's just talking about the... So the teacher allows the student to use his instrument alone, on his own. This is why my today's message for you is, it's a very important day today. It's a occult kind of day today. Today, I'm going to interrupt Mr. Sneshko to explain. So once again, today is 22nd of November, 2020. If you put 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1, November is 1. So if you put all the numbers of today's day, it will be equal 1. 1 is the beginning of the new creation. It's a very, very important day today. If you stop believing that you are sick with stuttering illness, that you have a stuttering disability, if you're gonna believe, accept today that you are not sick and you can learn to use your speech instrument in exactly the way how 99% of the world's population uses it and has learned to use the tongue, because that's the most important part of the speech instrument, okay? If you accept it today, you're gonna begin the new creation of your life. You're gonna begin new life. This day, I am talking about the new faith. New faith for people who stutter. You need to accept it, and then you will stop being stutterer inside, in the very deep level of your soul. You will get rid of this, you will not pay, you will no longer have your attention focus on this harmful thought. Oh, I am a stutterer. Oh, stuttering will come back anytime. Oh, this hard word is coming. I'm gonna make a mistake in this word. It's the egregor of stuttering illness, getting your energy from you, sucking your energy out of you. This is why you are having those thoughts, because you still believe that you are sick with stuttering illness. But if you stop believing it and you realize you're not sick, if you want to say the word, all you need to do just to say it, no matter what, to say it without worrying about anything. Then you're going to be on the way to getting rid of stuttering. You are no longer believing in this stuttering illness that doesn't exist in reality. You have to begin believing that you are a totally normal person. Just never learned from your childhood. Never learned how to use your totally normal speech instrument. You need to accept your right to use your totally normal speech instrument, and you believe that you can do it. And this day, you're going to begin speaking like everyone else. Use your speech instrument just like all other people do. But if you're still doubting, if you're still believe in stuttering illness is still too deep inside of your soul, you still believe in this, then I'm offering you to come to me and simply Come to me, I will help you. Fix your belief, I will help you. Okay, so I stopped the video because this is kind of the most important part. I wanted you, let me listen, maybe he said something else. 1 second. Okay. So he is talking about that if you come to me, then 1 to 3 days and nothing is going to remain out of your faith in stuttering illness. You will stop believe in this stuttering illness. I guarantee it. You will forever believe that you are a master. You're just the beginner right now of this stuttering, of your speaking skill, but you can reach your mastery in a very, very short time. And forget forever this nightmare called stuttering illness. It's demonic stuttering illness, horrible, incurable, unknown stuttering illness. Believe in reality. Believe in natural speech instrument that God gave you. And stop believing in your illusions and fantasies. Stop believing people. Stop believing those people who tell you that you are not like everyone else, that you are special, not like other people. You cannot do it like everyone else does. You are just like everyone else. You're just a beginner. You haven't developed yet. You haven't developed your speaking skills. And you can just develop it any moment, at any age, because it's never late to learn. But if you continue believing in the stuttering sickness, then this faith will not allow you to use your speech instrument adequately. You will constantly have this thought. Your attention will always be on that thought. You will be searching this stuttering illness constantly. And you will be feeding this energy, this demon, you will be feeding this thought constantly. You will be giving it your energy. Okay, and you will continue to stutter. Okay. So that was a long video. I see that I don't have anybody on Instagram anymore listening. As I said, it's not an easy topic to talk about, but I still see people watching me on YouTube, and you can ask your questions now. So my dear Instagram friends, if you have any questions about what I was just talking about, you can ask. If not, I will probably wrap it up for today. That was a short presentation. I just thought it would be very, very important for you, for those of you who are smart and those of you who are at the level of really wanting to go to the bottom line, what the problem is. What is the reason you struggle for years with stuttering and you still cannot get rid of stuttering? This is very, very important to understand that, yes, at the energetic level, you are being possessed. Your mind is possessed by this evil entity, and you do not have enough energy to even address this problem. You know how a lot of people have sometimes really, these people kind of are really weak. They begin doing something and then they stop. They come to even speech therapists. They begin doing something and again stop. And I totally relate to them in terms of I understand, because your energy has been compromised. Your will has been possessed by this evil egregor who you are feeding with your power, with your energy. Only if you stop believing that you are sick, you will be able to get rid of stuttering almost instantly. Even right now, as you are listening to me, if you're listening to me, I'm not even sure people will be listening for such a long time to this lecture, okay? I see that the last person has left. Okay, if you don't have any more questions, I will wrap it up, this session today. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Lots of love to you. And today is the day when I recommend you begin believing in your own strength. Believe in yourself and your talent. Have a good one. Bye-bye.